Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay, and it's under the command of Marybanks of REBRN. Okay, we're off. Now, Mary's got a 155mm howitzer in that Arty, mounted on top of a Walker Bulldog hull, and it's capable of 550 alpha, penetrating 39mm of armour, and it's also got a burst radius of 7 meters. It's one of the best Artys in the game, certainly in my book. Well, Mary's going to sight herself behind this bush, I think. Oh, knocked a tree down. Oh, and she set the fuel off, but I don't think that matters too much. It might have been spotted by an enemy Arty. You don't want to actually give away where you are to the enemy at all, so it's normally best to actually not to knock anything over or try to go round fences rather than through them, if you can. Okay, she's aiming for the enemy that's been spotted. There's a KV-2 up in the north of the town, and KV-85 as well. Okay, she can see him, but she's got no shot on him at the moment because those buildings are in the way. Ah, AMD 178B. See the shell, the gun pivot round. She's leading the target. Good shot. Rounds out. Oh, but she got him! A blind shot kill. A leading target. A leading shot. And she killed the AMD 178B. Brilliant. That was absolutely epic. Incredibly well shot, that one. You have to lead the target with enough lead so that you expect that the target will move through the aim point at exactly the moment the shell arrives. And she got it absolutely on the money. That shell landed short. That's the RNG, I'm afraid. Well, that T-3485 is getting rather close on the west side of the map, but I get the feeling Marybanks has decided the best thing she can do is just change position slightly to avoid any chance of being spotted by that T-34. The KV-85 is making an end run around those buildings. He'll go around that corner. She's lined up. She fires the round in. She got a bit of a rescue bloom at the wrong moment there because she's at the edge of her field of fire and the shell hit the wreck rather than the KV-85. She's got a reload time of 16.43 seconds because she's using premium consumables, Coca-Cola. Lined up another shot on the KV-85, but lost sight of him. Okay, there he is. And there's a Sherman Jumbo there as well. She fires around in. Oh, she hits both of them and she set the KV-85 alight. He's burning. But he had a premium fire extinguisher because the fire went out virtually immediately. But those tanks are getting rather close, so she's going to have to relocate over to the western side now for safety's sake, and so's the Hummel. Those enemy tanks are getting way too close. But luckily, the M44 is fast enough for her to get away. Now, on the firing arc there, I noticed that what she wasn't doing, she wasn't putting the green line on the target. Now, pointing out the front of the vehicle, if you look at the mini-map at the moment, you can actually see that there's a green line that's from the direction of where you're actually facing, the vehicle's facing, and obviously you've got lines extending on either side. Now that's the gun arc. If you are shooting at a target, it's best to get the green line on the target, and that way the target stays within the gun arc. The T-3485 goes down. She gets a nice hit for 157 hit points and some stun assist. She's putting herself in a nice little position so she can attack that KV-85, but she's going to stay behind the bunker, I think, to get a bit of protection from anyone who comes up from the north or comes south. Now you see the green line, it's actually above the enemy tanks that she's firing at, so that means the gun is actually at the edge, and that means every time she re-aims on a target that moves closer or close to the edge, she's going to get reticle bloom. So it's better to actually have the green line centered on the target if you can. It's not absolutely essential, but it does really help. Oh, we just lost another tank. We lost our Hummel, taken out by that Sherman Jumbo. And we've lost the T-52 that was in the north, killed by the AMX 12 ton. There they are. And unfortunately now it's too late to hit them, because they were unspotted for at least 6 seconds. So we're a bit of a disadvantage at the moment, albeit you might say. The enemy's got 9 tanks, we've only got 5. So yeah, this is a bit of an ask. Not quite 2-to-1 odds, but it's still possible, because the M44 is a very powerful Arty, and in the hands of the right person it can do a lot of damage. And the enemy doesn't appear to be wanting to take over the cap. I think they know that there's a number of tanks watching over that cap from distance, and they realise if they do try to cap, Marybanks is going to hammer them with the 155mm rounds. But our T-3485M is coming back. Oh, they are capping now, but they stopped, and the AMX 12 ton tried to come south, and I think he's sitting behind that rock or that set of bushes. There's the Cromwell. Cromwell's coming out. There he is. Can she get a shot on him? He'd just been hit. Just trying another leading shot. He keeps changing course though. She fires one in. Not close enough on that one. Should have another go. Oh, Cromwell goes down. Now she can go for the Sherman. He's now one shot. She can just splash him. Oh, and he goes down before her shell arrives, but she would have got a kill for sure. Now we've got a KV-2 coming in from the east, and he's come directly over. There's a Baguette Panther behind him. Somebody's capping, but we can't see where they are. The KV-2 goes down. The Baguettes come out from the centre line. She just tried a blind shot into the cap to see if she could find him. There's the Baguette. He's right at the edge of the field of fire. And you see she's getting reticule bloom every time she tries to aim on him. She's loaded. She's ready to go, but she's got a red line because the bunker's in the way. Okay, there's the tank that's capping. It's the Rudy. And he's moving out of the cap. He got reset. Tries a leading shot. The AMX 12 ton's getting very close to her. She's going to have to manually aim these ones. She's auto-aimed onto him, but she's been spotted. And the enemy does have 2 Arty. The AMX 12 ton fires 175mm round into her. And she takes another round. She's almost out of hit points. And the AMX 12 ton goes down. He was killed by the T-3485M, Jim444. So shout out to Jim for saving Marybanks. Unfortunately, we lost Jim a moment later to the enemy Arty. So the enemy Arty was more concerned about Jim than he was about Mary. So it's now 3 versus 4. Jackson in the north. A Rudy last seen to the east. Now Marybanks is doing the right thing here, getting behind cover. She doesn't want somebody to surprise her from the rear. And if they do come down from that direction, they're going to have to come around that corner before they'll actually see her. So she can fire rounds into the cap if the enemy does try. She might have to move around the corner though if she wants to shoot north. I suspect that Jackson will come south. He's more than likely going to try. Now you may notice on the minimap again, you can see that the green line is actually extending. It's going into the south, and she's got the one arc of the field of fire on the Rudy, which means if she was trying to re-aim at the Rudy by aiming a little further north, she's going to get massive reticule bloom again. Again, all you have to do is just turn the vehicle slightly to get the gun arc centered, and that means even if the target moves within your field of fire, you'll have a nice tight reticule to aim at them. Cromwell's going to have a quick look behind him, see if that Jackson's in sight. He's not coming south yet. He must still be up there. I can't believe that he would actually go along the east side of the map and try to come around that way. Marybanks tries a few blind shots. She's got a few rounds. She could do it. She's got enough spare rounds to try blind firing some of the most likely positions for a tank destroyer. Of course, there's a house or several houses in B1 where you could blind fire those, because those are the spots where the Jackson might be looking. Oh, there he is! It's been spotted, and he just took out the Cromwell. Mary's dialing in. She fires a round in, and... oh, she got him! Excellent! That's good, because that is one of the most dangerous opponents they had. The Jackson's got a 90mm gun if he's got the top gun, and that is a phenomenal weapon, I know, because I've got one of those myself, and I really enjoy it. Which means now it's just the Baguette Panther and Mary against a Rudy and two Artys, the M44 and the SU8. So there's only 3 minutes 14 seconds left on the clock. It might be a good idea for them to move north and get ready to cap. The Baguette's going up the west side. He hasn't found anyone yet. Mary ought to get a move on. Join the Baguette. Yep. They're saying, the Baguette's saying to, he's clicking and saying, come up with me. He's indicating he wants Mary to join him. I'm not sure Mary's actually understood that though. Come on, Mary. He's clicking on the map to tell you where to go. There's the Rudy. Oh my God, he's really close to Mary. She's lining up the shot. Oh, she gets a lovely big hit. He set a light, and it was actually the Baguette that got the kill. She was seen, so she needs to motor now because the enemy Artys are going to be looking. And that's the 2-minute warning. Now, both of them need to get into the cap before the 50-second mark. Otherwise, they won't be able to cap out in time. One of them could cap out right now if he could get in, but he's too late. Don't stop, Mary. Keep going. The Baguette's near the cap, but he looks to me like he's looking or hunting for the enemy Arty. Now, I don't think they'll be there. And Mary's aiming at the cap area, but that's not the place to aim. Get to the cap as quickly as you can. Well, we're going to run short on time. She doesn't get to the cap now. She won't be able to cap out with him with two at the same time. And I think other people have recognised this, which just needs to keep going as fast as you can and get towards the cap. Well, they're going to run out in 10 seconds time. They're not going to be able to cap out. And it looks like they've given up on capping. There's no chance of them doing that now. There's the SU8! Okay, she's trying to manually aim. I wouldn't do that. Go to the aim. Proper aim. Properly aim it. It'll be much easier for you. He's seen you. And she's just been stunned by an enemy Arty, the M44. She's now properly aiming. She gets a hit on the SU8. The baguette's coming up this way. I'm not sure Mary will get another chance, but she could ram that SU-8 to take both of them out. It would. Oh, and there's the M44 hitting her. Last 4 seconds, and the baguette kills the SU-8, but he won't find the M44, so it is a draw. So an exciting last few seconds of the game, but let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a second class tank for Marybanks in the M44. She managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 9 in that one, and she got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on their team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. And her win rate from the game was 3,745, which is Super Unicum standard. Let's have a look at team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in the game. No, that actually went to the baguette with 1,976 hit points of damage. Second highest score was the Rudy on the enemy team with 1,622. And Marybanks managed to get 1,530. When it came to kills, it was the baguette again with 5 kills. 4 kills goes to the T-3485M. 3 kills to that ARL-44, and Marybanks only managed to get 2. And when it came to base XP, it was the baguette who got the highest again, so he's got the top in all 3 columns. 579 to him, 569 to the Cromwell, and Marybanks managed to get 519. She fired 16 rounds, got 5 direct hits, 1 penetration, 11 splash. Damage of 1,530 hit points, of which 1,125 were at more than 300 meters. She received 3 hits, 2 penetrations, both of those came from the AMX 12 ton, and 2 hits from that M44 who splashed her. Once by only stunning her, and the second time he took her out the game altogether. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, that would be the SU-8. She damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, and earned 605 hit points of stun assist off 10 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 32,385 credits, got 5,507 for courageous resistance. That's for getting a battle hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. And that total came to 37,892. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, she still made a profit of 7,388 credits. She got 1 bond for getting the Confederate and 778 XP, 457 for courageous resistance, took away 1,236 altogether. She says so close, it was so close, but it was good that she spotted the SU-8, but I think if they both pushed and got to the enemy cap in time, the enemy would have been forced to turn around and come back to them, and that would have given them the chance to shoot and kill all of the enemy tanks one by one. As it was, well, at least it ended up as a draw. It wasn't a loss, but it was a fun battle all the same. So if you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.